My name is Lieutenant Dr. Ajay Chinna, Assistant Professor of Commerce, AB Government Degree College, Jangaon. Today online class, the topic is Functions of Management, that is POSCOP. First of all, the functions of management was given by Henry Ford. Henry Ford is a first person who was given the functions of the management. He was the first person to identify elements of functions of management in his book titled Administration Industriale et Generale, published in the year 1916. He identified five main functions or elements of management. Those are planning, organizing, commanding, and coordinating and controlling. He was given the main these functions of the management. After that, in 1930, the author of management called as Luther Gully, he introduced the functions of the management as POSCOP. He the POSCOP of the functions of managements, he was given the letters P, O, D, S, C, O, R, D. These are the words. P stands for planning, O stands for organizing, D stands for directing, S stands for staffing, CO stands for coordinating, R stands for reporting, and B stands for budgeting. So here the Luther Gully has given the functions of management like POSCOP. We have discussed already about the POSCOP, what are the letters was given P, O, D, S, C, O, R, D. What are the letters stands for P and O and D and S and C, O and R and B. Okay, we have to know the meaning of these letters. Next, the main functions of the management according to the Luther Gully. The first function is planning. Without planning, you won't start the business or any type of works. Before starting any business, we have to make a plan. Where we are going to start a business, what type of business we are going to start, why we are going to start a business, how we are going to start, when we are going to start, what are the objectives of the business, what are the financial resources are there, what are the materials will be available, what are the objectives, what are the goals, and what is the organizations they have to go into making, and what are the productions they are making, what are the planning to structure of the products, how they are going to into the market, is there any earlier products or not, how overcome, these things have to take in the planning. Without plan, there is no meaning of the business. If you start without plan any business, we won't reach our goals. We cannot reach our objectives of the organizations or business, any type of business. So before start any type of business, okay, we have to make a plan. According to Kunj and O'Donnell, he given a definition about the planning. Planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, and who is to do it. Planning bridges the gap from where we are to where we want. This beautiful definition given Kunj and O'Donnell. Excellent definition he was given. Where, how, why, who. These words definitely definition of the planning of any type of organizations. And second function of the management of Luther Gulick is organizing. A sound organization is a prerequisite for a successful of any business enterprise. It is a foundation upon which entire structure of management constructed. Organization is the process of establishing relationship among the members of the enterprise. These relations are created in terms of authority and responsibility. Without organizing, we can't do anything. Each and every business have to organize the structure of management. How many types of managements are there? What are the level of managements are there? Who will decide the work policies? Who will implement the objectives of the goals and tasks? We have to organize in the management. What is the management? What type of people are coming under the management? What is the work of the management? These all things we have to discuss into the organizing. Without organizing, there is no organization of the business. So the structure of management should be taught here, and we have to make a relationship between the employees also, the workers also. Those are also we have to discuss here. And what are the authorities? What are the delegations given by higher authority? Who gives the authority? Who are the delegated? What are the coordination among the employees? What are the direction among the employees? Who will direct? Who will communicate? Who is the leading person? Who is supervising going on? These all types comes under the organizing function. Again, Kunj and O'Donnell was given a beautiful and excellent definition here. Organizing involves the grouping of activities necessary to accomplish goals and plans. The assignment of these activities to appropriate departments and the provisions for authority, delegation, and coordination. What a beautiful, he in this definition, each and every organizing involves grouping of activities. Among the grouping, why they have to give the activities to the people or groups to accomplishment of the goals and plans of the organization. So this is the definition of the one author. And next, function of the management of Luther Gulick is directing. Once subordinates are organized, supervisors have a continuous responsibility of guiding and leading them for higher work performance and motivating them to work with zeal, confidence, and enthusiasm, like that. Here again, Kunz and O'Donnell given a definition of directing is direction embraces those activities which are related to guiding and supervising subordinates. Here in this definition, the directions have to give to fulfillment of the activities. The direction will be given by the top level or middle level or lower level to immediate subordinates. Under each directing, subordinate have to implement the work and they have fulfillment of the which was given the task and reach the organization goals and plans. The direction should be given to immediate subordinates, how to do, what to do, where to do, when to do, what type of work they have to performance. Such type of all plans have to give to the subordinates by the top level management. With the directions of the top level management, definitely the subordinates can reach their task and they have to perform effectively and efficiently. So the organization will be reach their goals. And next function of the management of Luther Gulick is communication. Under the direction, there are 4 types of functions are there. That is communication, number 1. What is the meaning of communication here? Promoting free and fair exchange of communication for both upward and downward workers. Directing is the communication for top level to bottom level of the management. So those directions have to follow one by one management. And second is leading, influencing subordinates at work towards the attainment of desired objectives. Leading should be there. Those directions have to take the leading. They have to influencing to the subordinate workers. Okay, and next, third one is motivating. The above or top level management have to motivate to the each and every employees it impacts on their psychological feelings. With that effect, they have to do excellent work, effectively they have to work within the framework they have to do. They can reach their punctuality time, so that motivation is one type of tonic to the employees, so that top level management have to motivate to their immediate subordinates. And fourth function of the under the direction is supervision. Supervising is overseeing the functioning of subordinates to ensure higher performance and prevent wastages. So wastage, sometimes they have to work, the workers have to work with wastages. If they have to work this type of work, they have to when supervising comes over to the immediate subordinates, there is no wastage, so that supervision is must. And next main function of the management of Luther Gulick is staffing. Staffing means selection and recruiting competent and qualified people needed for the jobs. It is one of the most important functions of human resource management. It consists of manpower planning, manpower management. Staffing functions of management encompasses selection, placement, induction, training, promotion, and transfer of employees. Here, without staff, there is no meaning of the organization, there is no meaning of the management. So, the effective employees, when they have to come, when staff is effectively, and when staff is with knowledgefully, informatively, when staff is updatively, then only the organization will be success. So before staffing, what is the meaning of staffing here? To select right persons, qualified persons, and very knowledgeable persons and skillful persons, they have to select the employees, as well as they have to give the training to them. The training also important. Without training, they don't know how to do the work, how they have to mold their skills into a beautiful production, so that they have to give the training to them, and they have to give the promotions also. The promotion of the employee, it gives pleasure to work more and more. Why? Because each and every stops having their own psychological feeling, and they have to give the motivations also. Top level management have give the motivation to immediate subordinates, so that it will gives the perfect performance of the workers. And next, sometimes they have to transfer to the employees where their work should be there. Sometimes they have to transfer one place to another place. What is the need of, where need they have to do? What are the needs of the employees for a specific places, so that the staffing is main important. And again, Kunz and O'Donnell given a definition about staffing, that is, the managerial function of staffing involves managing the organizational structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of personnel to fill the roles of designed into the structure. Here also he given the human resource management development also main important he was instituted, and selection, appraisal, development of personnel also he was given in this definition. So this is the main function of the important function of the management. And next function of the management of Luther Gulick is coordinating. Coordinating is the essence management. It is the process of integrating various departmental activities of an organization. It involves unity of purpose and harmonious implementation of plans for the achievement of desired ends. It aims at canalization of groups' efforts in the direction of predetermined goals of business. What is coordination here? Coordination is the integrated among the workers. Without coordinating, there is no meaning the work which is going on with conflicts, undesired persons, so that the coordinating work is deals to effective production, and more production it leads. Then the workers also have powerful manner. The coordinating is the main power of among the unity of the workers, so that the coordinate is more important into the management. And next function of the management of Luther Gulick is reporting. Reporting is the essential of for locating deviations from the predetermined objectives and taking corrective actions in order to minimize wastage and achieve desired organizational objectives on time. Every subordinate in organization is expected to report to his immediate superior at a periodic interval of time. Reporting is also important for determining the staffing policies regarding promotions, transfer, and demotion of the employees. And last is and final function of the management of Luther Gulick is budgeting. Which budget they are going to? The budget is minimizing or maximizing the budget, whether budget is limits on the expenditure or not, on which department they are going to give the more budget, on which activities they are going to give more priority. So the budgeting also important. A budget puts minimum and maximum limits on expenditure for a specific period Budgeting is also tool of controlling, as its control financial wastage in the organization. So the George Terry given a definition on the budget functions of the management is that budgetary control is a process of finding out what is being done and comparing these results with the corresponding budget data in order to approve accomplishment or to remedy differences by either adjusting budget estimates or correcting the cause of the differences. It is also a beautiful definition about the budget. So these are the main functions of Luther Gulick's, which was discussed today. In this online class, we have to discuss about what are the functions of the management given Henry Fayol, as well as Luther Gulick's, like post-Cobb, what are the letters given by the Luther Gulick, that is post-Cobb. Each and every letters stands for a separate meaning for that. So again we have to discuss already the functions of the management according to Luther Gulick. And this is the online class today we have discussed. Thank you very much for listening patiently. Thank you.